A world where voices often clash and tempers flare, there are those who choose a different path. Today, we explore the story of a man who, when faced with disrespect, chooses silence over confrontation. This isn't about weakness or fear, but about a quiet strength that many overlook. As we journey through his experience, we'll see how silence can speak volumes and how dignity can be preserved even in the face of insult. Let's begin by understanding what it means to stay silent when others expect a reaction. All starts with a single moment, a careless word, a dismissive gesture, or perhaps a public slight. The man stands there feeling the sting of disrespect. Many would respond immediately, defending their pride or lashing out in anger, but he remains still, his expression calm. This choice is not easy. Inside, emotions swirl, but on the outside, he maintains his composure. This is the first sign of his inner strength, a decision to not let others dictate his behavior. Most people react to disrespect because it feels personal. Our instincts push us to defend our honor, to prove our worth, but reacting often escalates the situation, leading to arguments or even regret. The man in our story understands this. He knows that not every battle is worth fighting and that sometimes silence is the most powerful response. By not reacting, he avoids unnecessary conflict and keeps control over his emotion. Composure is a rare quality. When the man chooses silence, he is not ignoring the disrespect, but rather he is choosing to rise above it. His calm demeanor sends a message: he will not be dragged down by negativity. Others may notice his restraint and begin to question their own actions. In this way, his silence becomes a mirror reflecting the true nature of those around him. Inside, the man is not immune to hurt. He feels the pain of disrespect, but he processes it quietly. He asks himself if the words or actions of others truly define him. By reflecting inwardly, he finds clarity and strength. This inner dialogue is crucial. It helps him separate his self-worth from the opinions of others. Through silence, he gains perspective and peace. When someone stays silent after being disrespected, it often surprises those around them. Some may feel guilty, others may become curious, and a few might even admire the restraint. The man's silence shifts the dynamic. Instead of fueling further negativity, it creates space for reflection. Sometimes the person who disrespected him may even reconsider their actions. Silence is often misunderstood. Some see it as weakness, others as indifference. But for the man in our story, silence is a conscious choice. It is a way to maintain dignity and avoid unnecessary drama. He knows that his value does not depend on winning every argument. Instead, he lets his actions and character speak for themselves. Over time, the man's approach has a lasting impact. People begin to see him as someone who cannot be easily provoked. His calmness earns respect, even from those who once doubted him. By consistently choosing silence over conflict, he builds a reputation for wisdom and maturity. This long-term effect is more powerful than any quick retort. One of the greatest benefits of staying silent is protecting one's inner peace. The man knows that engaging in every conflict drains energy and happiness. By choosing silence, he shields himself from negativity and stress. This allows him to focus on what truly matters in life, keeping his mind clear and his heart at ease. Silence does not mean accepting disrespect. The man sets boundaries in his own way. He may distance himself from toxic people or situations, choosing where to invest his time and energy. His silence is a form of self-protection, not surrender. By quietly stepping back, he shows that he values himself enough to walk away from negativity. There are times when silence is not the answer. The man understands that some situations require a voice, when injustice must be addressed or when silence would cause harm. His choice to stay silent is thoughtful, not automatic. He weighs each situation carefully, knowing that true strength lies in knowing when to speak and when to remain quiet. Throughout history, many respected figures have chosen silence in the face of disrespect. From leaders to philosophers, their restraint has often been seen as a mark of greatness. The man draws inspiration from these role models, understanding that silence can be a powerful tool for change. Their stories remind him that dignity is often found in quiet moments. Every time the man chooses silence, he grows a little stronger. He learns more about himself and about the world. This journey is not always easy, but it is rewarding. Over time, he becomes more confident, more self-aware, and more at peace. His silence is not just a response to disrespect, it is a path to personal growth. Man's example does not go unnoticed. Friends, family, and even strangers begin to see the value in his approach. Some may ask him for advice while others quietly follow his lead. His silent strength becomes a source of inspiration, showing that dignity and respect can be maintained without shouting or fighting. In the end, the man's silence leaves a lasting legacy. He proves that true strength is not always loud or aggressive. Sometimes it is found in quiet moments and the choice to rise above negativity. His story reminds us all that we have the power to choose our responses and that dignity can be preserved even in the face of disrespect. Silence, when chosen wisely, is a language of strength.